the way you see the enemy, your perspective in the battle that you are in. See, once you figure out that you are not the same person you used to be, the enemy will take to flight. But you need to recognize within yourself that you are this changed person, that you have been transformed, that you bear the name of Christ, that you are a child of God, that you carry the Most High God within you. Your posture, your perspective is everything. The way you stand right, where you stand now, the way you choose to look at the situation. I'll take it again. Your posture, your perspective is everything. The way you stand right now, where you stand right now, the way you choose to look at the situation, the way you see the word of God, the way you choose to speak over a situation. Your perspective should be from the vantage point of the situation. It will have all bearings on how you handle the enemy's attacks. Psalm 73 verse 15 and 17. If I had said I would speak thus, behold, I would have been untrue to the generation of your children. When I thought how to understand this, it was too painful for me. Until I went into the sanctuary of God, then I understood. See what was happening here? The psalmist is lamenting to God about how the wicked were prospering and how the wicked were gaining ground and how the wicked were doing well, and yet the people of God were struggling. So it's in this backdrop that he goes before God and he laments to God. But then he says, I think the psalmist is Asa. He caught himself from sliding further into deeper despair over the perceived prosperity of the wicked. He did not want to be untrue to the generation of God's children, in the sense that he did not want to promote the sense of injustice and despair that he was feeling. But then he says, until I went into the sanctuary of God. See, the crisis seemed to be building up in Asa's time. But until he went into the house of the Lord, there he gained a perspective on the problem that he didn't have before. There he was able to see things from an eternal viewpoint. And he then understood their end. There are 4 things that Asa gained when he says when he went to church, into the house of the Lord. He met with God and he gained understanding. He says by prayer and worship in the sanctuary, he understood that God was at the center of all things. And he gained a fresh appreciation of both God and eternity. By hearing the word of God in the sanctuary, he said he understood that there was truth that went beyond what he saw and experienced in everyday life. When you come into the house of the Lord, do you gain understanding of the word of God for your life?